How's it going? This is Mikey. I'm playing a little zone poker on Ignition. I'm used to mostly live cash games. I'm a cash game player. Let's just get that out of the way. I do play tournaments from time to time, but really my bread and butter is cash games. Something that I want to focus on for this session while you watch me play, I won't talk too much about everything that I'm doing, but I do want to focus on like one topic at a time. And the topic I want to focus on for this little session is how to play pocket pairs. And of course, it really depends on your position at the table, stack sizes, etc. So as the pocket pairs come up, we'll talk about it a little bit. All right, how do pocket pairs fit in your pre-flop range construction in a cash game where the typical buy-in is 100 big blinds, or the effective stacks are 100 big blinds? That will be the first part that I talk about. So I do a fairly simple exercise to think about that. And if I am the person who's opening, I will look at, including myself, how many players are remaining left to act. And that's the pocket pair that I'm going to open. For example, let's say I'm on the button and it's my action to open. Everybody else is folded. So we have button and small blind and big blind left. So there's three of us. So I will open pocket threes or better. Honestly, I'd open pocket twos there too. So that's an exception. But let's say we're in the cutoff, right? Now, in the cutoff, including myself, there's four remaining. So I'm going to open pocket fours or better. So why not open all pocket pairs, especially if there's potential to set mine? Ooh, speaking of set mining, wow, I got lucky. Oh, my word. Oh, man, I should have bet that. See, it's really hard to talk and four table on this. I'll put that out there. So as you're watching me, I'm probably not playing my best poker, but it is what it is. I'll play decent poker. That was a big misstep that worked out for me. So I lucked out. I thought it was a good place to bluff, but he was a lot stronger than I expected, and that's not how much I'm going to raise. Okay, so we talked about range of what I would open. Notice that I tried squeezing here with pocket eights. That is a little aggressive, but sometimes I'll do that. And, oh, man. I can't remember what I had down there. That's unfortunate. Last time I tried recording, I went down to 3 tables, and then it started, I was able to handle it a little better. So maybe I should go down to 3 tables. Apparently, talking takes up 1 table worth of my concentration. Okay, so what I'm going to do is mostly highlight the pocket pairs. So what do I do here with fives? There's no reason to squeeze here, in my opinion. I'm closing out the action in the big blind. So if you're closing out the action in the big blind, which you often are, It's best to flat there and set mine. Hey, look, backed into a flush. No reason to bet big here. And we're going to pop this up because anytime we play a flop like this against the pre-flop aggressor, oof, I don't like that run out. Bad run out. I was calling with a pair of threes. Oof. Anyway, so on a paired flop like that, it makes most sense for me to have an uncapped range that I'm continuing with. So I want to say either I'm bluffing or I have the trips or I have a good, two pair like I did. Oh, don't let it time out. Okay, we're checking in hopes that he was on a straight draw and only has a pair now. Dang. No, it is what it is. Would you have played queens differently there? Would you have folded to the check raise on the flop? I'd suggest that if you folded to the check raise on the flop, it's a blunder. You're giving up too early. Okay, how to play jacks. All right, do we 4-bet this? Occasionally. We're in position. Oh, well, you certainly don't fold it. That was my bad. Yeah, I saw his chip stack after I called that. I was hoping there was more room to make a move. How do you play pocket aces? Well, I'll tell you, you don't slow play it pre-flop. That's for sure. Unless you get to a 4-bet or a 5-bet. And then occasionally it's okay to slow play it after that. Once you're down to heads up. But you want to play pocket aces heads up. You don't want multiple people going to the table. I feel like these are simple concepts. So do I play twos here? Generally, no. So what is your range after somebody else opens? That's a good question with pocket pairs. I'm going to focus on pocket pairs. Well, you should fold out some of the bottom of your range that you would normally open from your opponent's position. See, I'm going to open twos here, even though I said threes might be the bottom that I would open here. Really on the button, I'm probably going to open all pocket pairs almost every time. So it's earlier positions where I might be a little more prudent. So low jack, I'm opening sixes and better. High jack, I'm opening fives and better. And, I make exceptions too. I don't always stick to an exact range. Of course, you should vary your range according to your opponents at the table too, and rake and a lot of other things. If you're playing tournaments versus cash games, and what part of the what the tournament structure looks like, all of that matters. So I'm trying to tailor this specifically to cash game with 100 buy-ins. I mean, big blinds for typical buy-in. 100 big blind effective stacks. A lot of you out there might be scared to play the mid pocket pairs, the nines, the tens, the jacks aggressively. And okay, I have the ace of clubs, which tells me that his check raise is very value heavy. Yeah, we're just going to give that up. Why? Because I'm blocking ace high flush draws. So a few of the combinations that he would check raise there, I'm blocking. and I'm blocking specifically the combinations that are a check raise from a draw. Definitely continue that. Kings. How do we play kings? Wish I topped up before this end. Checkaroo. Okay. Yeah, we're going to bet that. Got to bet big on that flop. It's a wet board. Can't be too scared of that turn. Oof, ace king. Ouch. Speaking of ace king. Interesting. Trying to rep that turned helped them. Well, that river really helped me. So if you were bluffing me, then you're probably going to fold. But he wasn't bluffing me, so he folded. Interesting play here. Why would he check the flop and then the third 10 comes out and blasts it? So he really, okay, I'm going to let some of my tables go. Is he really slow playing the 10? No, he's just spazzing out because I did a min bet on the turn. A good player would bet that flop every time if they have 2 pair or better. So he basically turned his cards face up and said, I don't have anything. And then all of a sudden he spazzed out on the turn. Let's use this pocket tens as a case study here. Like, what am I going to do? This time I'm going to flat. Sure, it's tough to play. We're going to play it. It's okay. And we're going to call the flop. We'll see what happens. That was a terrible run out. The turn told me that he probably didn't have a king, but the ace on the river like hit the rest of his range, but didn't have a king. So I did not. I like seeing the king on the turn because then I felt like my pocket tens were good, and then the ace came out, and I did not feel so good anymore. Slow play the aces there? No, I'm not going to slow play the aces there. Why would I? Now I'm going to go really big on the flop. Which caused him to go all in. Well, thanks for joining me for a little bit. It was a short and sweet session. Hope we learned a little bit about how to play pocket pairs. Yeah, please leave some comments. Maybe you saw some plays that you think I could improve. I'd appreciate that feedback. Maybe speak to how you think about playing pocket pairs as well, whether they be small pocket pairs, mid pocket pairs, high pocket pairs, pocket aces. Please like, subscribe, comment. Helps our channel out. We're giving this information out for free. So if you could help us a little bit, that would be great. All right. Thanks, everybody.